Show her. Yep, I knew it. I knew that was gonna show her the truth. What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you can already see Rekkai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, governor.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, Dune Season 1. This one is Dune Prophecies. This is the series. If this is your first time watching, don't worry. There's a link in the description. You can get to the previous episode. And I have been having fun with this. It's interesting. I'm not like blown away. It ain't that deep, but it's something tantalizing because it's in the Dune verse. How you feeling so far?
I like that tantalizing. I almost feel like a salt chef. Yeah,
Salt
like, okay, yeah. Yeah. Sprinkle a little bit of that on her. Okay, we'll see what we're gonna get. Is this steak gonna be right? Okay.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. And so far it's doing pretty good. Make sure you stay to the very end because you already know me and Rekkai. We're gonna chop it up. Have a bit of a back and forth, if you will, over the things we've enjoyed and over some of the things that we may be scratching our heads about. So without any further ado, let's get started.
I think the real question here,
Okay.
that little boy that died last week was a prince. Like, how are they gonna take that? Like,
Oh, there's gotta be
his
repercussions.
father had these fleet of ships.
Yeah.
Like,
Heads gotta roll.
yeah.
Because his dad is like the people that like arm the planet Dune, right? For the most part.
Not only that, did old girl who was attached to the princess, the Bene Gesserit, she dead too? She died off that. Yeah. So what's that about? How'd that even happen?
I can continue on my own. No, I need answers.
Now she's relatively new, right? Her?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what she just said. She said, I appreciate somebody letting you come back. So
I mean, it burned her all the way down to the bottom of her feet.
yeah, but and it said that the heat was internal.
That's no coincidence. That's an assassination.
Yep.
Yeah.
You think someone attacked Kasha here?
I'm saying I keep my guard up.
I'm with you, sis.
Yeah.
Keep your head on a swivel.
She's like, I just started becoming one of these sisters. I've been black all my life. Keep your head on the swivel.
Oh, yo, big facts.
She said, as Wu-Tang used to say, protect your neck.
Protect your neck.
The results will take time.
Look at her hair.
She looked disheveled.
Don't she look kind of frazzled? Yeah.
Came in with today's ship. Pruitt Rashazi is dead.
It gets worse.
A second attack at the palace.
Tula,
Exactly the same.
the burning truth Mother Akela spoke of. I have to secure the princess.
The burning truth, mother.
You don't believe I'm up to the task?
Emotions cloud judgment, Tula.
She taking the Kodak with her? Is that what that is? That's got everybody's DNA?
No, it's the key to get into the spot that's got it.
It's one that involves Lila.
Lila, that's the youngin'.
You can't accept this because you care for the girl.
I raised her.
But she's not your child.
Because remember, the big sister was saying she's too weak to be here.
Do
It's
something.
dangerous, but if you lead her, she'll make it.
Oh, she got to do some burning sand stuff, huh?
Yeah. Drink the water of Shahalu.
Until I return.
The Minnetonka
There's
challenge.
another one. Shahalu. Yeah.
You, me, Francesca.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's getting spicy. I like secrets.
Everybody straighten up.
Yeah. Circumstances, huh?
When do we leave?
Immediately.
Okay, I like the way they building the tension though. Like it's a tight situation going on right now.
She said her circumstances. She's like, yeah, we got to roll.
She's like, whatever to that.
She said, I wouldn't I wouldn't ask if it wasn't absolutely important. She's like, understood. When do we go? Heads shall roll.
The Emperor regrets he can't be here to offer his condolences. He'll join us.
Dang, Emperor ain't show up either.
Mm-hmm.
But you, along with everyone, know the risks of thinking machines. They're unpredictable. You should never have had one to begin with.
She's not lying. I don't think that's it, though. Obviously, it's the dude.
Now, if you'll excuse
me. She handled it as well as she could, speaking on behalf of the Emperor.
Yeah, because if the Emperor came...
You made your feelings regarding Bert Richese and the wedding very clear.
No.
Don't put that shit on me. Don't put that hoodoo on me, Ricky Bobby.
You must understand, I was expressing a private concern.
Whatever it is you like. It's like, sure, whatever, my guy. Potato, potato.
I did not tell you to kill that boy, but you wanted me to. What I did for you.
Wow.
Oh, no.
This dude's a different kind of dangerous.
And straight up admitted it.
Nah, you said
Guards!
If you found your way out of it, you'd be a believer.
Take him to the suspension.
I'm your little genie. I mean, dude just told him straight up, like, yeah, this is what you asked
I did
for.
it. And I do it again. And I hope they burn in hell. But he didn't try to fight it. He didn't like, he's like, yeah, it's cool. Why don't you say something?
Oh, that's cool. That's like that hearkening technology. You know how what's his name in Dune be floating around? The main hearkening guy, I forgot his name.
Yeah, the Baron.
Yeah, Baron.
But it must be your choice.
And remember, that's the thing that Paul Atreides, that's his power, is to be able to move forward and backward through the bloodline, through time, in order to, you know. So it's interesting that we get a chance to see the Bene Gesserit kind of like address it, that they haven't mastered that yet.
Reverend mothers know better than anyone that the dead aren't gone.
It's true.
I wish I was so sure about things.
I'm not sure what's up with old girl. Like,
I'm not either. You're talking about the one that's peeping, right? That's spying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the one, she been kind of problematic since jump, and she a spy.
It's my own experiment.
Is this for one of our acolytes? Are they undergoing the agony?
I hate that it's called that. That's awful. I mean, and your whole charge as a coven is to manipulate the thoughts and actions of people. So why is that such a difference? The Spacing Guild ships are just awesome. Those are just dope. Still so simple, but yet cool.
You know, but it's a problem for her because that girl comes from, remember all that they did to get in power. They followed Mother Rakella, but they killed her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So to have another one with that power of like Mother Rakella in the bloodline, she took her in and then raised this little girl like her own. You got to remember in the Dune movies, Paul Atreides' mama, she went against the Sisterhood and did what she, you know what I'm saying, gave the Duke a baby she wasn't supposed to.
Well,
or she gave him a boy. She was supposed to give him
a daughter.
Yeah, and that's what love does to you.
Make yourself her confidant. Where is the royal detail?
They be rolling in here like they Jedi.
They really do.
One of your own soldiers. I demand you give this suspect to me and let my people interrogate him.
She was like,
dummy.
You wanted an audience.
Yeah, but you in here talking spicy.
But do not
I am the
presume
Emperor.
to tell me what to...
Yeah, I am the Emperor. Don't get it twisted.
And here comes Mother Supreme.
Ooh, real power shows up.
Ferdinand, Orla, there can be no greater tragedy than that of a promising life cut short. The Sisterhood mourns with you.
And talk that spicy shit now.
But your information is
Shut
wrong.
all y'all down.
Oh, she's like, lie.
There is no suspect being held in relation to the death of your son.
More lies.
You've lost.
My Duke, let's not allow our grief to control our conversation.
I love
Mother
that.
Superior is dope.
No, I love how they hit each other with the baseball signs and stuff
saying.
like.
It's like yo, throwing up their little gang signs and was like,
Yeah,
handle this.
yeah.
Yeah, I like
They
that.
hit it.
Leave us.
Look,
Yeah.
yeah. Yo, dumbass.
Pillow talking. What's wrong?
You
I know she's keeping me in the
had
dark.
giraffe
about
ass.
this uprising on Arrakis, but I want to know why. Was it by your order?
Oh, she
No,
gone.
she's dead.
A fire?
No. From the inside.
Just like that little boy.
Wish to question the suspect in Pruitt Richese's murder.
Oh yeah, he can't
Yeah,
lie
you
to
can't
her.
lie to me. Stop that.
There is no suspect.
Boy, stop.
Your Majesty.
You must forgot who I miss.
It's not every day we are fortunate enough to have the Mother Superior of the Sisterhood as our personal truthsayer.
Hey, all right. She relented the ground. She read the room.
Yeah, but I feel like she's working an angle too.
So be it. You can have your interrogation.
Now, I think she recognized the real one showed up, and now she's gonna have to rethink how they're gonna go about it.
Yeah. Well, when she found out, because she didn't like Kasha, and now that she found out Kasha died the same way, a whole planets away.
Remember your practice.
They just told her that Mother Kasha, Mother Kasha been with her since she was little.
You and she were set to be dorm mates, and you may still be.
We will be. I'm sure of it.
She said, "Yeah, that's right, girl.
You know, you got your orders.
You gonna learn about a pick with a fist on the end of it."
Some volumes date back to the use of wood pulp.
I want you to tell me exactly how Kasha died.
Did she try to voice her?
No, but she did. She did say it with her chest.
Oh, okay, yeah, because like she said, it was supreme confidence.
Yeah, she's like she flexed. Like, I'm the princess. You gonna tell me what?
Now this is going to be interesting. Seeing how these two interact.
But maybe this is what dude wanted.
Where are you from?
Bellows.
I don't know, because if the worms gave him something, he might be able to lie to them.
I'm not the one in the cell.
Not yet.
Not yet. Ooh. Yes. Look, she said, "What the hell?" Look, the Emperor's like, "You better not say my name. You bet not."
Like a little kid.
Look, he got nervous.
Stuck in a candy jar.
I saw the corruption in her heart. The same way I see the blood trailing your every step.
Woo!
Playing.
I ain't playing with you. Look
Playing
at the
a
way he's
dangerous
looking at
game.
her.
Look, took his eyes.
A circus of fear and rumor.
Because he's still the Emperor.
He is. Desmond Hart was not scared of Mother Superior at all.
No, because because he got ate by a sandworm. At that point, who you gonna be scared of?
Good point. She said the Emperor need to come to heal. Damn.
No, she said the Duke.
Oh, the Duke. Okay.
Because the old girl with the veil on,
yeah.
she's with the Duke.
Mother Chula says what happened to Kasha was a part of a reckoning that threatens the sister.
These people just be telling everything to anybody. Like, I don't know what that girl is playing at. Like, I don't get her. Him mapping the room and everything.
Where is that? Oh, is that the place where they went clubbing that night?
I think so. We be clubbing?
Yeah. What are y'all
the
playing
hell?
at?
And she's Fremen. Her eyes are blue.
Or just a junkie?
Peace. Let me strike against Keiran himself.
No, because she just said, you know what I'm saying, the spice smugglers. Like, she been on.
Great houses are holding spice, forcing the people to turn to violence
Yeah,
to get
you're
what
right.
they need to survive.
He's working with the Fremen.
See that a triad is fire? That's the spirit we need if we're going to clear those criminals out.
And they had to wait 10,000 years for Muad'Dib.
Let's get a drink.
Yeah, but you know he conflicted because, you know, he busy cutting up the princess, so you know he gonna be conflicted.
He can't be seen with them.
Be careful.
We can't afford any liabilities.
Like you said, stop thinking with the little head.
Doesn't matter what century, what universe. Men are still dumb as hell.
You knew my mother.
Yes.
Where is she now?
Oh, my sister killed her.
Then
I mean, Dorothea couldn't have been her mama then, or was she?
If you're not ready, we can find other options.
Yeah, she coddling her.
And even that's game. It has to be her choice. But the way you say things to a person, you know what I'm saying? You're almost not even guilt tripping her. You give her an out and make her prove her loyalty to you. No, I can do it. They've been real interested. She'd be like, you can find other ways? Well, let's go with that. Let's see what that look like.
Good to see you, Sister Michaela. I'm sorry.
Is that the smuggler?
Yep.
I honestly couldn't believe it when I heard. You know, I idolized Kasha.
So she a sister too?
She says Sister Michaela, and see she got the black robes on.
We empower the great houses to maintain order and allow rebellion to keep that power in check.
And she on that spice.
Name's Keiran Atreides.
Atreides?
What's that
Look at her. She said, ooh, the name is
Coward.
I see.
Because the Atreides that ran, right? During the war, the first
No,
war?
it was a
Harkonnens?
it was her
Harkonnens.
family.
Yeah,
it was the Harkonnens.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's why I remember they was out there trying to sell whale fur and stuff. Yeah. Like they was trying to get back in the game. So, girl, I will show you my best Ike impression.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get that boot off. Y'all can't do that in the palace. Y'all tripping.
Did I hurt you?
You better slow your roll.
So he told them to take him too.
I've never heard this.
And I was like, nah, we good. Yeah. You was a good buy.
Be bad for both of us.
Shoot, you guy gave up. This is about to be super bad for you, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, his name is too powerful, and it's something that we recognize from the movies. And it's two Harkonnen sisters running things. They, even they gave him up, they're not going to take him out. This dude right here, though.
Well, not when he can be used, right?
And now?
I don't know.
I'm not here killing people with my mind.
I think if you were given a gift, you should use it, lest it be taken away.
See, I knew she didn't meet with him before, but...
I am at your mercy and your command. How I would humble those who try to take from you.
Or sway you with corrupt counsel.
He said from the word
we
go,
don't gotta talk
I'm
about
loyal
it.
to y'all. He keeps saying it over and over again.
Yeah, he said, I don't talk about it, I'll be about it.
To survive, she harnessed her body's own chemistry, transmuting the toxins on a cellular level.
She's gonna take the poison.
In doing so,
yes,
she awakened something deeper.
I mean, that's how Paul became Super Saiyan.
Until all of the women who had come before her opened their minds to her and spoke. Lila.
Yeah. Once Paul drank the waters, he was untouchable.
Well, no. He went from saying, it ain't me, I ain't him. So he said, oh, I'm Himothy.
All that matters is the light.
Yes.
What's crazy is they think that she's too young to handle this, but yet Paul's sister was in the womb when she took the waters.
But that's the thing, though. She didn't take the waters. It was
forced on
involuntary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to us. And you will emerge.
Back to me.
Reverend Mother.
Oh.
A beautiful butterfly. Oh. Yeah, she's taking the waters of Shahalud.
Yeah.
You getting ready to go from cadet to full grown.
Full general.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
But she got past. She got to live through it.
Focus your mind and unlock your other memory.
She got to take the poison and fix it on a cellular level.
Yeah. Paul just drank it straight up. It wasn't even a drop. Paul drank a cup of that.
Oh, she dropped one drop in her eye. Ooh. Ooh.
Immediately.
Shahalud. Got our synapses. It got them moving. Got them. So this is how they show you how you go into your mind palace, huh?
Mm.
She gonna run into her. Well, they said Dorothea is not her mama.
Nah, she gonna get some answers.
Or is she?
Watch. I bet her mama gonna tell him, be like, yo, they killed me.
What the hell was that? There's a whole lot of people behind her.
Yeah. I mean, it's all your bloodline.
Graveyard.
Yeah, it's your entire bloodline.
Yeah. Well, girl, getting ready to go full on Anakin. Oh, they closing in on her. Hey, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? So she gonna panic. Girl, get a hold of yourself.
Yo, that's dope. That's dope. That's almost how they describe it in the book.
Keller.
Mm-hmm. Yup.
Born twice, who is that?
A revenant full of scars.
It's Desmond Hart.
What's happening?
Yeah, they're trying to claim her. They're trying to claim her, girl. You better fight back. Go into the light. Come on, Caroline.
Is that you? Is that what they told you?
Oh.
I'm sorry, granddaughter. She's not here.
Granddaughter. That is Dorothea's.
Show her. Yep, I knew it. I knew they was gonna show her the truth.
It's Dorothea.
Yep.
Look how she looking at her.
My future. Now I'm taking you home.
Ooh.
Come on, little girl.
Nah, she gone. She ain't fighting that off. Yeah, she done. You just gave a lamb to wolves.
Yeah. She told her, my little lamb.
Oh, she'll be back, but not as who you think she is.
You stole my
She
future.
ain't gone. She coming back.
I'm now stealing your hope. Yeah. But it ain't gonna be her.
It ain't gonna be her, yeah.
To rescind the deal we made for the fleet, that cannot be ignored.
Look at him, look at her. Like, okay.
You think you can silence me?
Oh, he better get torched.
And feed you to the wolves and let them choke on you.
He said, I knew how you was getting ready to...
Flame on, buddy.
That's why when the wife touched him, she's like, okay, we're gonna go with plan B.
It's you. You're the...
Get that force choke.
Look at his face. He got on fire immediately.
What is he doing? Please, make it stop.
Look at the wife. The emperor's wife. Like, wow.
Show
He's got
ass
that
down
action.
here, kneel before Zod. Whoa.
Yeah.
Nah, ain't no mercy. We passed that.
Yeah.
Yo, he gave him the nod?
Yeah. He said, yeah, you let him go. He need to know.
Oh, I wonder what the cost is for that for him, though.
You need to kiss the rings.
Bury your son. Say nothing of what transpired here. We'll let
There's some gangster moments in this show.
circumstances fade from history.
Well done. Yo, he pretty much threw that dude a handkerchief and said, clean yourself up.
Yeah. But after he woke up in the bed with a horse head.
She better come back and everything about to be in flux.
That dude got power, and now he gonna be standing next to the emperor. Like, yeah, you need to go on with that mother superior. You need to go on with that mess. Oh, you hear that? You have to read the room.
Mother Superior.
Oh, he's just out here walking around.
It would appear the sands have shifted in my absence.
A little bit.
Well,
I have word on the rebel threat.
unfortunately, House Keiran no longer requires your services.
You think you can replace me?
But I have, though. Not what I think I can do. I've already done it.
And that is to wipe out every trace of you and your sisters from our worlds.
Wow.
We're not a threat to anyone.
We both know that is not true.
You mistake me for someone afraid.
Stop. Take out your blade.
He like, come on, that ain't it. Oh, maybe it is.
It ain't.
Now drive it into your throat.
No, he gonna be like, is that how you do it? Yeah, I'm good. Look.
Drive it into your throat.
No, he's resisting.
That's no weak mind.
Voice don't work. Look.
That is no weak mind.
Shahalud.
Nah, I don't think so.
Look at her face.
I always wondered what your greatest fear would be.
Now I know.
It's not that no one will hear you. It's that they'll hear you and just won't care.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You have a lot to think about, my girl. Yeah.
Hey, take a graceful retreat and retool. Yeah. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. He pulled that card. He pulled that card and was like, nah, that ain't the big joker. Yeah. I got the big joker. Yeah. I wasn't 100% certain after the pilot was kind of, the pilot was okay. It was all right. It was obviously good enough to keep us going. But this episode 2,
this came out swinging.
I'm invested. It's some real risque, cool kind of stuff. The stakes is high. Like you can feel the tension. You know, we can see people leveling up. Well done. You know, off the top of my head, That's how you do it. They should have came out the gates that strong and for the pilot. Like they missed an opportunity to lock people in. Like I'm sure there's a lot of people that might have watched the pilot and might have been like, I'm good, and missed this. How you feeling?
Well, I mean, but that's always the case when you know, we're in a whole new, not a new universe, but this is a new property. We're dealing with people we know nothing about. And so in order for us to care about what's going on, that's why they had a slow roll that first episode. So we knew who the players were, because they're definitely not the people that we expected. You know, the Harkonnens are the two Mother Superiors, but they don't even go by that. They, you know, Mother Supreme and, you know, Mother, you know, Quarter Pounder or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the Atreides dude, he's nothing but a sword master. You know, so there's a lot of things and a lot of people in play that we weren't expecting. Like right now, whoever's watched these first 2 episodes, if you know the movies, you're like, well, I know that the Atreides dude, he's got to be important some kind of way because his name is Atreides. I know that name. That's the name for the movies. He's in the line of Paul Muad'Dib. So they're not going to kill him. They, you know, he got to be more important than just the swords master. But maybe he's not.
Maybe he's not.
You know?
Not yet.
Maybe he's not even in direct line of Paul Muad'Dib. Maybe he's just a cousin.
Yeah. I mean,
you know, he got the name.
A lot can happen in 10,000 years.
10,000.
So whatever it is that you think is going to be set in stone regarding what we watched in the movies, none of that really carries. The only thing we know without a fact is that the Bene Gesserit survive. We know that for a fact.
We know
because other than that, everything else is kind of like, I don't know, you know. We don't know how this goes. We don't know how this rocks.
So how much damage does Desmond Hart do to the Bene Gesserit? Does he root out the Harkonnen women? Because if I'm not mistaken, in the movies, the Mother Superior of the Bene Gesserit, I think she's a Harkonnen. Which is weird because they pull in these girls from these houses.
I was trying to think. Are you saying spoiler stuff yet? Because for those that they did disclose it in the movie. Yes, the answer is that yes. Because Paul
she's a Harkonnen.
Yeah, Paul Atreides is Harkonnen. That's the thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and they do disclose.
His mama's Harkonnen.
Yes.
She's the Baron's daughter, but I think Mother Superior was Paul Atreides' grandmother.
Now that I don't know. I didn't dig that.
I think it's something. I think it's something like that.
Yeah.
I think it's something like that. But the thing is, how do they? Because if these 2 Harkonnen women have been, you know, running the Bene Gesserit since they killed off old girl, well, they ain't had no kids, so the Harkonnen line actually came from somebody else in their family tree. It didn't come from them directly, right?
Well, no, so the whole idea of what the Bene Gesserits is they're trying to do DNA manipulation in order to bring in the Kwisatz Haderach. But the only way they can do that and maintain control is to maintain daughters. So they have kids. They set themselves up so that, you know, their bloodline can kind of bleed through the royal line. That's what the setup, and that's what everything was kind of like thrown into flux with Paul Atreides. Paul Atreides' mother was initially supposed to bring in a daughter to help refine finding and setting up the Kwisatz Haderach. So they have kids. But in order for them to maintain control, they have to have women. They have to have female kids. So these Harkonnens,
but I think they have women children by choice.
Yes, by choice, because they can change their body chemistry to the point that they can decide if the child is going to be male or female. For them, when they have children, it's a mental choice on the sex of the child because they can change their body chemistry.
I know that, but what I'm saying is, So Tula was raising this girl Lila,
right?
Who was the granddaughter of Mother Superior Rekkai,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But she was raising her because she didn't have her own kids. Like, if this about manipulating and stuff, why do they not have their own kids who are in the Sisterhood?
Well, see, but that's just it. This is the beginning. What I'm talking about is 10,000 years after the fact, after whatever the rules have already been established. That rule might not have been established where we are right now. Because right now, all we know is only one person can use the voice, right? So that's, but you know, that's just a thing 10,000 years from now. Paul Atreides' ability, well, his mother's ability too, to go up and down their own bloodline in order to act and call upon the elders. That's a thing 10,000 years from now. But apparently in this, what they call, what did they call it? The evils, the agony. That's what they call it.
The agony.
That seems to be a relatively new kind of thing. So I think what we're running into is these things that are firmly established in the future. We're just now seeing them kind of be brought to light today.
Yeah, because she was making the poison. She made the poison and told her to transmute it and to break it down to its own molecules. But what Paul Atreides did was he drank the water of life that came from the worms on Arrakis. That's something completely different.
Maybe. I think it's still spice. I still think it's spice in its purest form that they dropped it, but I don't know like how they got it. I don't know how they were able to process it. In 10,000 years from now, they already know, you know, you get the baby worms, you drown them, and then when they drown, you pull the fluid out of their body, and that is that's the poison that you have there. And he drank a whole vial of that stuff. Whereas
but that's what I'm saying. Maybe 10,000 years in the past, maybe they're not there yet. Like I said, like, you know, in the future, all the Bene Gesserit women can use the voice, and you know, they can do a lot of different stuff that they're not on at this moment.
Right.
Because maybe what happens at the end of this particular series or whatever is what starts changing up a whole lot of stuff and how they do stuff.
Right.
That gets us to where we're at in the movie.
Okay. Yeah. I think yes. First off, yes, I think you're on that. I think you're right. And I think that's what's kind of making this kind of interesting, because we have an idea of who they're supposed to be. But we haven't gotten there yet. It's like we're looking at, you know, pictures of Michael Jordan after he won 8 championships, but we didn't. But we're starting the story of when he didn't even make his high school basketball team. So it's like, how did you get to that? So we have to see that whole process, kind of like go down.
Yeah.
You know,
you said something interesting, and I guess maybe that's it's a cheat code, because we know whoever and whatever Desmond Hart is, even if he's successful, he's not 100% successful, because the Bene Gesserit is alive and thriving, and they still planning, you know, they still doing everything they do 10,000 years in the future from now in the movies.
Right.
House Atreides is still around, and they're more powerful than ever.
Yeah.
House Harkonnen is still around, and until the Emperor and them give the Arrakis to the Atreides, it was run by House Harkonnen. And then House Carino, that's the house that the Emperor comes through, that's still alive and thriving. So
well, but what I'm guessing, remember how we had theorized, and I know the people that read the Dune books, like I said, I've only read like 3 of them, and there's like 20 of them things. I'm guessing is that even though 10,000 years have passed, we don't know what happened during those 10,000 years. And maybe Desmond Hart is successful in messing it up so bad that it takes thousands of years for it to get back on track. You know, we
and for them to rewrite the rules so that don't never happen again.
Right.
Like, it's the reckoning.
So his success is still kind of like, well, obviously, you know, the end game is Paul becoming the Kwisatz Haderach. So, you know, the end game didn't turn out, but we don't know what kind of damage Desmond Hart can do. Because you would think, like we said earlier in the very first episode, it's like, and you said this, it's like, yo, the technology is still kind of the same. There's something off with that. Like with 10,000 years of technology changing, we should be seeing some radically different kind of things. And this looks like, honestly, you know, aesthetically and from what we've seen from the technology, this looked like it could have happened a year before Paul takes off to the planet of Dune. So
and I still
what
feel
is
that
going
way
on in between that gap? Like something happened. Was there like an ice age that happened or something? Or was there something that happens to the trading guild and spice gets cut off and nobody can trade and it stunts the growth and development of what's going on? Like something had to have happened for that amount of time to have happened, and then there's been no major changes, right?
Well, I know they have this thing about technology, but from what I understand, the thing about technology is about like AI, about smart technologies, things that can seemingly think for themselves. Like technology is itself just technology. I mean, they got electricity everywhere. They got all these things, in the house. They got spaceships. Yeah. That is technology out your ass. And if you get to the movies, they changed up the spaceships where they got the ones that look like dragonflies and a whole bit. So I mean, it's not like they didn't stop using technology. They're using the hell out of technology. Right. So, but that design seemed constant, and maybe they made it smaller. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Iron Man suit. If once he, hit a chest, or he had to go into a whole room, and then it was in a suitcase, and then what I'm saying, he hit a bracelet, and then after that, he just, he whistled and something. It just come out of the air, nano bots or something like, So it's like. Iron Man suit Mark 52 is different than Mark II. So I get that, but it just looked the same, and there's no real explanation for why it looks exactly the same 10,000 years later.
And what's crazy,
it could be different.
I wouldn't have even really noticed that, honestly, if you hadn't mentioned it. I would have been like, I would have just kind of just blew it off. But now, since you mentioned it, you can't like unsee it. It's like, that's. Like I said, like we went from horse and buggy to the internet in the span of like 110 years, When you talk about 10,000 years, like the math ain't mathing for that.
Yeah, and the only reason I said that too is, again, when you have prior knowledge, and seeing, even though it's not in the same universe, this is in a universe based off the two movies that just came out, the Denis Villeneuve. Just like saying his name. It's a cool ass name.
It is. It is a really cool name. I just hate that I be butchering.
It's not like if that's how you introduce your stuff to people, girls should be like, okay, I'm yours. What's your name? Denis Villeneuve is my name. But seeing the 1984 David Lynch movie and how bad the shield looked in that. Yeah. Okay. So going from that to the new movies, that's an upgrade. It's like, oh, okay, I can see that 10,000 years. I can see, okay, yeah, we came up. So, and I'm not saying they had to go back to that blocky, thing, but just something that looked like this looks like it happened a long time ago, and there have been changes, there have been upgrades over. You can't show me this is 10,000 years before we had an iPhone 16. And then we go to Paul Atreides in 10,000 years later, and he's got an iPhone 18.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Well, I mean, there's another property that we watch that's really heady in science that we enjoy, Foundation. And in that, there's a whole not civilization, but what's the word I'm looking for? An outpost or whatever it is that's disconnected from the main source of the empire, and the way that they live compared to how the empire lived is drastically different, and that's only a difference of what, maybe like 100 years. When you compare that to like 10,000, it's just the math ain't mathing. Let me address the chat real quick, because somebody in the chat had said something I thought was pretty interesting. Sherelle said, so how did they know that could happen to the young girl, and they did it anyways, or was it a surprise? I think they knew the outcome of what happens if you drink the waters or do the agony. And the thing is that if you're not trained, it'll kill you. Or the person will be lost to the souls. And that's what happens. Because from my understanding, when I read it in the book, when Paul does it for the first time, he sees his whole bloodline. And it's kind of like, you've got like these dormant souls in a sense. And you've got this, what's the word I'm looking for? This, what do they call it? When evil souls talk to people that are talking, like speaking to the dead
type of thing.
Yeah, it'll come to me. Well, anyways, you have
medium.
a medium. There we go. You have this person that's like a medium that comes into this damn near infinite well of souls that have been in your bloodline, and they're like, oh shoot, I need to fight for the right to take over this medium. So it's like everybody's coming for you. And if you're not trained, like this little girl, you sent a child into that, so everybody's going to be fighting for position to speak on behalf of themselves for this medium. And then that soul will be lost. And that's why Tula was like, yo, she's not ready for that. I don't even think they even really know what it means. Cause I don't think they have the capability to do it. There's only like even though what's her name, the grandma, she wasn't like a Lord Mother, wasn't she? Like a Supreme Mother. I don't think she was she?
Who? Raquel?
Yeah, Lila's
Lila's
grandmother.
Died, the one that they sent her in to talk to?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was.
So she was? Okay,
yeah.
so
So
very,
the position that Valya has now,
yeah,
who Valya is now, the Mother Supreme,
yeah,
that was Mother Raquel.
Yeah,
and remember, that's when her daughter took over, like immediately set up in her office and was like, yeah, all that mumbo jumbo my mama believed in, I'm gonna shut all that down. Like, y'all wilding out here.
And see, and if you
Valya took her out and took over.
But if you don't know what the person is talking about, because not only can they see in their past, they can see in their future as well. And for those that can't see that, they look like madmen raving. That's why the grandmother was like, yo, I've seen what's going to happen and we need to put these things in order for it to happen. But her daughter was like, that sounds like the ravings of a mad woman. That's why she was like, we need to throw all of this away. And that's why Valya stepped in and was like, I believe your mother, so that's the whole thing. The whole thing idea of the Bene Gesserit is because they can see backwards and forwards into the future with the Supreme Mothers, they have the ability to manipulate the future so that the outcome is the best outcome to make for bringing the Kwisatz Haderach and for them to maintain power.
Here's my take on it. Avengers, the first one, Infinity War.
Okay.
Right? Remember Doctor Strange got into the thing, went into a trance, and he saw 14 million, whatever different ways that this could go down.
Yes.
And there's only one way out.
Yes. That's pretty much what Paul did. Yes.
Yes, that's what Paul did.
Yeah.
But in the same time, Doctor Strange didn't tell him what to do. He didn't tell him what is the one thing you need to do right now to make this happen. He said, no. There's one possibility where we are successful. But he didn't tell him what it was. And that's the thing. Whatever Mother Raquel saw in the future, people are running around so hard trying to prevent it when maybe what she saw is exactly everything that y'all doing right now. Y'all trying to prevent and do this and do that. I saw that you was going to kill my daughter. I saw Desmond Hart was going to show up. That's why I'm telling you about the reckoning. So you need to know because it's coming, because all this other shit that you doing, you going to bring him right to our door. And I just think that that's interesting. Like, this thing about having that type of foresight and being able to look into the future or whatever. But these people, Tony Stark, Paul Atreides, Mother Raquel, I looked into the future. This is coming. The east wind is coming. Winter is coming. But I'm not telling you what to do, how to avoid it, or, what I'm saying? Like, it's coming. And it almost seems like one of those things, like it's a fixed point. There ain't shit you can do about it for real.
Well, that's
get ready.
That's the brilliance of the books in Dune for those that have read in the future. This isn't a spoiler, but if you're following somebody that knows the past and the future, how much do you trust them? And Paul Atreides is considered a charismatic leader. He has the ability to sway people to his cause. Now it's up to the reader and the people that's in the book to decide what that cause is. Do you trust it? And I think that's one of the reasons why, at least the few books that I've read in Dune is what makes it interesting. It's like, what does that mean? Just because you have that power doesn't mean, you need to be leading billions of people. And now we get to see like the roots of this. You know what else is dope too? I know we talked this at length, but this is a testament to how interesting this second episode is. I like how they're fleshing out the kids that are in the school, you know, in Hogwarts right now, trying to figure it out. I think Lila was great. You know, she was like the biggest reveal, but low key, you know, the Fremen that you called, you were like, yo, she's Fremen, and her being a part of, you know, the Get Along gang as well. You know, she came in looking like a Sith Lord at the very
double
end.
Agent.
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's kind of dope. You know, the other one that is going to be Princess Ynez's roommate, they're running together. She's interesting because she got a secret.
Doja or something.
Yeah. So, you know, seeing a little bit more of what's going on.
Yeah, she said, you know my situation. It's like, what is that?
Yeah, like what exactly is that? All right, now
here's what just what you said. The old girl who's the Fremen, who's also a sister, and she's in the rebellion. I think it's really interesting. The first thing she did was give up her boy. She told him, I seen you with old girl. You know, you need to watch yourself. You know what I'm saying? He said, don't ever question my loyalty to the rebellion. He gave his ass up immediately.
Easy.
He said, I ain't gonna question nothing.
Quick.
You out of here, my boy. Never liked your punk ass anyway. $5. You better sit down before I make change.
You know, I've all the characters are doing really good. I only have one small little issue, and it's a minor gripe. And that's it, Princess Ynez. Like, I just don't like her fighting, man. I like I said, I know it's a small little thing. I feel like the actress who's playing this part needs to, I don't know, I feel like she needs a couple more classes. It's just, it's clunky. She's not selling me, you know, on her being, you know, this
could be worse.
Wizard of fisticuffs. That's my only thing. Everything else,
it could be worse. She could be Finn Jones trying to be the Iron Fist.
Yeah, it's not that bad. No. When she's not fighting, she's great. I love watching her scream. But anytime she starts fighting, I'll be like, this ain't it. That's my only small complaint.
She's really the only character that I don't have any sort of connection to. Like, I really don't give a shit about her. There was only one time she said something that I was like, oh, okay. When she got real sharp with the little prince dude, she's like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, yeah, you bring that shit in here again, I'll slit your throat myself or whatever. Like, beat your little ass. Like, I was like, oh, okay, there
she go.
Yeah. Everything else from her, I'm like, can we get somebody else on screen, please? Even our dumbass brother is more, you know what I'm saying, better than her. Like, she's on my nerves.
But everybody else is great. I think the actress playing Valya is good. The actress playing Tula is good too, you know, because she's in that conflict of loyalty to the Bene Gesserit or being this mother figure. I can see that conflict, and then, you know, being
loyalty
second
to family.
in command you could see like a lot of cool little mixing of stuff going on. And I think Lila, because I don't think Lila's dead. If she does come back, she has the opportunity to be the dopest person in the series if she comes back. Because if she gets to embody all of those different people within her bloodline, as an actress, she's going to eat. Here's the
thing, though. If she comes back, there's no way in hell I trust her.
I mean,
if I was the other people, I just saw you die. And I know where you went. And now you're just going to come back and be like, oh, I had the best sleep. No, the hell. Watch her ass. Watch her. Hell no. I don't trust you. Woo. Especially when you sat up and like, Harkonnen, I know what you did. You know. Y'all kilted me. So I'm gonna take your girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then she wake up like, oh, yeah. I'm like,
I was just playing.
Don't trust. Yeah. Silly.
I was just joshing. Yo, we have beat this. We have beat this one to death. It's one of the better second episodes I've seen that I can recall. Normally it's, you know, the pilot knocks it out the park and then it slowly builds back up. It's not often.
Well, I guess for us to talk this much about it, you're right. It is a good thing because we didn't have that much to say about the first episode. Like, the first episode was like, It's like it was good. Yeah, I mean they did things and they okay. Yeah.
Everything you just said. But we are closing this out. Listen, if you've been enjoying the conversation that we've been having, and of course, listening to the great ways that Rekkai is able to shape and push the conversation, you need to do yourself a service and head over to his YouTube page and hit that subscription button. And of course, if you really want to get them deep dives, go on and click that Patreon. Rekkai, tell the people how they get in contact with you.
Click the switch. Hit the button. Come on over to my Patreon. Come on over to the YouTube page and hear me talk recklessly and spicy. And then after all that, I try to give you something inspirational, motivational to go away with. It doesn't make any sense, does it? But that's what I do. I don't know why I do it. I just do. So come see me, patreon.com, youtube.com/Noob from the Ville, NUPEFROMDAVILLE. I know I said it fast, but it's in the description. It's got to be about this. You heard us. We talking about this. But Lila represented this, that hope. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, Chef. And for all of my Dune fans out there, I know I probably messed a lot of that lore up, and I have to live with that. I'm hoping you correct me. So please, 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 please have at all of my theories. I'm curious to see what you think.
You don't have to come for our necks. We try to learn too. We read the books a long time ago.
It's been a long time since I read the books. Yeah, that's it. And we'll catch you on the next episode. All right, y'all. Take care.